Hey folks, welcome to the third installment of the guitars. The first group of guitars, this is number 3, that I'm setting up in this new workshop in the UK. And this is a nice solid top, cedar top, Dreadnought. Really handsome looking guitar, sort of a Sapele mahogany back and sides, all matte finished or satin finished. Really nice grain on this, you can tell that it's solid. And this is another eBay sale. All 3 of the guitars are eBay. And again, this was sold as a guitar in working order. Again, it is not. So we're 3 for 3 on this. Now, for the most part, it just needs a bloody good clean and setup. Look at that. Look how dirty that is. The fretboard is horrendous. Really filthy. I can take the strings off and have that done in 5 minutes. So needs the frets do need steel wooling pretty vigorously. They are grimy, they are rusty, they are horrible. None of that is my main concern. My main concern is that you can see that the bridge is pulling up. So I have it tuned down to show it to you with these horrible rusty strings. It's still got a nice deep voice, even with these horrible strings and tuned down and all this muck on it. So I know it's going to be a nicely voiced guitar. However, that bridge needs to come off and be re-glued. And it is not playable or operable until that is done. So this eBay seller either doesn't know how to evaluate and assess a guitar, which is often the case, or they think this is in serviceable condition, just needs cleaning, which is not the case. That bridge will come up, and as it's already coming up, it's going to affect the action of the guitar. The strings are too high because the bridge is at an angle with the back flipped up. So this not only needs cleaning, scrubbing, the frets polishing, new strings, it needs to have that bridge re-glued. And it looks to me like the bridge might be slightly warped because the front plane is glued perfectly and the wings are glued perfectly, and it's the back plane. It's not one of those that's beveled either. The back plane is warped upwards. So I think the bridge is warped. It's probably been sitting in someone's cellar or attic, and it's probably left at tension and it just warped. You see this quite a lot too. But this is another example of a guitar that should have been listed as a project or needing work. Now this is another brand I'm trying to find out about. This is an Ashbury guitar, and it says in here GR52063. It's a rather long model number. And these Ashburys seem to be not low end, but maybe slightly higher in the court. Yamaha province of 150 to 200, 250 for the nice solid top models. So they're not cheap guitars, but I don't know too much about them. So maybe somebody can direct me on these. I'm sure those of you in the UK are probably used to seeing these as well as the Heartwoods that I showed you. And it may be that this is another one of those gear for music brands, although I don't think I see Ashbury's on their site. But anyway, that's what it is. It's a nice Dreadnought. It's a really nice cedar top. It's going to clean up really nicely. It's got the nice black keys on it. I think it's going to be a nice guitar. It just needs a bridge job done on it. And that's, you know, that's not a easy task for an amateur or a layperson to do. I mean, you have to score around the bridge, you have to heat, remove, or use a palette knife to prise that bridge off without damaging the finish. On the top, you have to sand both planes and then re-glue that with the right kinds of clamps, which is not something that most people are going to be able to do. So it should have been sold and listed on eBay as a project or guitar needing work. however it's not. So there you go. This is the third one. This is an Ashbury GR series cedar top Dreadnought, and I'll get this playing, and I think it's going to be a really nice guitar. So yeah, excited to show you these, and we'll be back shortly.